Alright, I put on some actual human clothes for this. I'm starting a new place. This keeps happening to me. I want to share part of my life with you dudes in this new place. I think I reached some sort of revelation today where I'm ready to leave the old spaces, the people I was. Okay, so basically what I found out today is that when you're a creative person and you are not using your creativity or harnessing it in any practical way, you can sometimes get that creative energy attached to a person, kind of like a muse, and you misunderstand it, misinterpret it as love. So I just realized that me being in love with a person wasn't even real. And it wasn't love I was feeling. It was my creativity being stifled. So basically, I'm just going to share my creative process of different things. I create a bunch of things. I'm a poet. I'm just an artist in general, and artists aren't defined by the form they use. They're just artists. They can make art out of any form that inspires them. So I make rosaries right now since March. I've only been doing this like 2 months, but we're going on month 3, and I'm learning techniques that are making me better and better. And I'll share these with you for a little bit. I think later I will make a rosary and I'll put up the video. I haven't made the space yet, but what I want to do is try to avoid being seen by the person that I have been kind of chasing for a few years, because I realized that that was not love. I was feeling, I got myself trapped in an unrequited love situation because I wasn't outwardly expressing my creativity. So here's one of my newer pieces. It's a rosary bracelet, just a 11 beads, and then, it's more of a subtle sort of piece. It just looks pretty. It's heat treated tiger's eye. Now these are some of the beads I haven't made myself. I like to make the beads by hand. As much of the process I can do by hand, I will, and so of course I bent all these wires myself, except for these things I did buy at a clearance section in Michael's. They just happen to be a beautiful color to go with these beads. So here is half of the Adam and Eve collection, and sorry about I have 2 German Shepherds, so there's gonna be for always. It's just always a thing. Okay, so here are the pieces. They're a matching pair, and I've made this for my someday forever person, there's my cart of rosary stuff and some rosaries I'm working on. I'm nice and organized now. I wasn't always, but sorry about the fur again. So I just edited these and added length to the drop, and also around I don't know what to call this part of it. But anyway, these are my Adam and Eve set. I have another one of these ready to make, and I made these beads by hand. Not the skulls and not the blood droplets, but I did make these beads by hand. They're just a matching set made together. And now also I have over here, this is called the Angel of Death. I'm calling this one Galaxy. They all have names because I want to design. I'm not really here to just produce pieces for sale. I'm here to design and think about things and just sort of make people see the rosary differently. This is called my Angel of Death one, and these are my 2 Divine Mercies. I actually woke up with basically talking to a nun, and she gave me this design. So I made this one back in March, I believe. And I have a bunch of pieces for this. This is aquamarine. Anyway, those are Divine Mercy. And they are, of course, the beads going throughout. They're really beautiful. These are my more homemade beads. This yellow and this one with rose petals that I made into hearts. This one I just finished editing the other night. One of my first pieces to ever create, but now I've replaced the center, that was that one, with this. And sorry, I just have some petals. Yeah, so I created this piece. Well, one of the first, and then I edited it fully last night, or the other night. Then my Poseidon, because I do ancestral pieces like this as well. My Poseidon piece, made little fishies for it. This is, of course, copper and silver wire mixed to give a nice little effect. And that piece will be for my ancestor altar. The goal being to combine my ancestors under one symbol so that my eternity, my paradise, is not lonely, but I have my ancestors and their gods with me. Have as much of a full life as possible and opportunities for other beliefs. And now this one is what I made for the Pope when he died, for Pope Francis. His is called the Potpourri. And it looks like little Rick and Morty portals. I just made a video about this morning, because I was gonna keep trying my old, like TikTok. I have 5,000 followers. I'm ready to let go of it all. I want to start over. I want to start over somewhere where I was healing there. I was in a state of healing, and now I'm in a state of having healed. And it's time that I just start, reintegrate into society almost. Stop being so afraid of people and learn that fear has most of the time it is not even necessary. These are more homemade beads, sorry. This one was actually, and I will change that center out eventually. I haven't edited this piece yet. This was the first one I finished. And there's a little ohm. It's just a little ohm. So the center will be an upside down triangle. I just haven't gotten there yet. Sometimes it's more fun to just finish a piece and get those endorphins or whatever it is, the serotonin or something, and then feel those good feelings. This is the first piece I started, not the first I finished, because I finished this one first, but this one I started with this different style. And I'll edit. Okay, so when I first created the yellow one, it was similar to this. See how this is one piece? And then here, the scrolly things are separate, right? 3 pieces. So it just adds flexibility. I'm going to do the same or similar thing here, just to add that flexibility. It'll make it a little longer, but I can try to keep it as minimal as possible. It will have to be changed on all of these dudes, so it will add length, definitely. And then with my touches, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I did the same thing here, but look at how long this piece is in general. I will have to figure out something, but most likely this Duchess will be wrapped around the neck, given a little latch, and then made into sort of almost a choker style, just to take care of that length. I don't know. I just started making rosaries in March, like I said, and I had never had one before. I wanted to make my first one for myself. So basically what happened is I went to Boston on a solo adventure in 2022. Wanted a rosary so bad, but when I went to the shops, I just got bad energy from them. They looked like they were made in a factory or something. Definitely not handcrafted by an artisan, which you don't expect in today's consumerist society. But I wanted to create something that was specifically for me. And now I can't stop because I love them all so much. So I have created all of these for me so far. And like I said, I want to be a designer, not just a person making stuff to sell. to design, I want to inspire, I want to get people thinking about it in a different way, learning to use it as fashion, because right now we're in the tribulation. We need togetherness. We need all of this. And for a little context, because I'm almost out of time, I need to clear space on my phone. Common TikTok problems. I am an ex-Mormon. I'm not Catholic. And right now I'm not actually baptized into any Christian church. I am a Christian. I've been practicing as a Gnostic for years. I don't really know much about Catholicism, but I do have my catechism book. I ordered that, and I am going to look into conversion. I'm not sold on their God, but I am sold on the church as a whole, and I support the Pope. So it's just sort of like a thing where it's like, I'll never understand how they believe the God they believe in, because I've been a pagan Gnostic Christian for a long time, and I see God very differently. But I want community again, and I want to be baptized. I want to do the rite of passage that Christians do, because I'm a Christian. But I left the church in 2017 and then undid my baptism last year. So I'm a little bit in flux, and I'm out of time. So, if you want to talk about ex-Mormon stuff or Catholic stuff, because I need to learn and I don't know anything. So, we'll just have fun together. Also, I might become a nun. I'm really, truly considering it. That's why I would be Catholic. So, again, look how pretty Adam and Eve are. Oh, just so cute.